DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I am in Cork and I'm in my hotel room. It's something like, well, a bit past 8. And we're going to go off for a day's outing. So, in a way, we flew in on Sunday. And usually, when I'm in Cork, I take Mondays. I fly in on Sunday and already start with the meetings on Sunday evening, so to say. I call it dinner meetings, and start off with things on Monday. Well, this time's a bit different. I have my boss, so the number 2 of the company, and he's actually here with his wife. We're here for stuff with the Foundation for Africa that we work for, and basically they're the president and the vice president, if I could say it, and I'm one of the members, or one of the trustees. I'm on the board of trustees. And so, well, where it's different is that instead of going right into my usual meetings here, I'm being the tourist guide a bit today. So we could almost say that we took yesterday and today is like the travel day. I don't know how we're gonna, I don't care. I mean, like I say, I'm with my boss, so I don't have to justify. He's the one who wants me to do it this way. So we got big days of meeting tomorrow. So I guess we could say, I mean, we were traveling today. And yesterday was like a weekend. It doesn't matter anyway. It'll all work out. So as you can see, it's pretty gray, but it's not. I mean, it's. You can tell the sun comes up later. I mean, of course it's daylight, but it's. They had like almost monsoon rains last week, so I'm glad I wasn't there. So we're gonna try and go by the coast today, but I don't know what the weather's gonna be like anyway. I told him. I mean, I do know what it's gonna be like. It's not gonna be great, but it's not gonna be heavy rain either. So it's a kind of a different trip, like usually I when I do my business stuff, I travel solo, and it's not going to be the case this time. You have a little bit, look, there's the River Lee in the background, and yeah, people are going off to work now. And yeah, it's different because like when I go over to the university, they let me have one of the offices like some of the professors have. The ones that I work with are on different sites, so I use one of their offices when I'm here. And this time, well, we get the boardroom for the whole day tomorrow, and we're doing things that way, and it's all a little bit more official, because I got this guy with me, and I mean, I like him a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we went with them in Africa and everything, and we get along well. But still, it's different. It's different, and it creates, I mean, I've talked about this before, I think, about him coming, but I think that you realize that when you bring in a person that others don't really know that well or don't know at all, it creates a completely different atmosphere in a room, in a group, because, I mean, I've been working with the people since 2012, and so last time most of them have seen him would be in 2012. Maybe a few have seen him in the meantime when they came over to Switzerland. Yeah. So, it's just the way it is. I mean, and then the next day, we're going off to another place where we're having meetings as well. So he's coming, like I say, as a member of the company. And we will have one meeting. We're going to try and set up some projects for Africa together with them. So, I mean, we got a kind of a parallel thing going along. So his wife is there as well. As well, she's African and part of the foundation, so it's kind of interesting. So I'm doing this with my iPad, which is I'm putting it back because it's usually I set it on a table and I don't have to hold it, but if I'm holding it like that, it's kind of a pain. It kind of zooms in too much, and this is I'm not zooming in, by the way, but. Yeah, so that's why you get my whole face. I'm trying to move it so you don't just get that. Yeah, so I don't know how vlogging's going to be. People have been laughing, actually. They told me you're not going to be able to go to the pub as much. And it's almost true in a way because he's definitely not a beer drinker. So it's going to be one of those situations. But I do want to show him around and show him and his wife around. And by now, I mean, I do know Cork pretty well. It's funny, I was having a long discussion with the taxi driver yesterday, which is actually a little side road because the taxi driver side road, very good, very good. No, why I say it's a side road is over here, the taxi drivers are almost all Irish. I think I've mentioned that before. And like in Switzerland, the taxi drivers are extremely rarely Irish. They're usually foreigners or whatever. You know, I don't know, the jobs or whatever. And I was telling him where, you know, he was asking, well, the usual. I was going to almost say questions. He was nice. The Irish like to chat. And so I was saying we were going to go out, go and eat some fish yesterday. So I went to my favorite restaurant over here for fish, at least, Quinlan's. And it's so funny. A lot of people don't know about that restaurant. It's a gem. And everybody that I've mentioned it to who's gone in the meantime, they say, geesh, got the foreigner who told us where to go and eat. And it's a great restaurant. I like it. And even the taxi driver was like, Quinlan's. And I told him where it was. He says, oh, yeah. He says, it ain't good. It's just so funny. Yeah, anyway. So I guess I'll just let you go. I've been already chatting for 6 minutes, which is more than long enough. Standing in the window and holding the iPad, so I'll upload this before we go and have breakfast and be off. Okay, so DC signing off from his hotel room in Cork. Okay, Cork, Ireland. Yes, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.